Shalom. Welcome to the Jewish Task Force, JTF. My name is Chaim Ben Pesach. Hillary Saddam Clinton, the front-running Democrat left-wing candidate for president, has proposed in a speech before the Congressional Black Caucus to give $5,000 to every baby in the United States. Every baby that is born in the United States will get a check for $5,000 from the taxpayers, according to the latest plan that Hillary Saddam Clinton proposed in a speech before the Congressional Black Caucus. There are 4 million babies born in the United States every year. So you can imagine how much extra money we're talking about. And that is in addition to $700 billion in extra spending that Hillary Clinton has already promised all the left-wing special interest groups. Let's understand something here. Hillary Clinton has said that she is not like her husband. Now, she is like her husband in certain ways. Both of them are opportunists. Both of them are phonies. Both of them are pathological liars. Both of them are frauds. Both of them are hopelessly corrupt and evil people without any morals. But there is one difference between them. Bill Clinton was a pragmatist. He was evil. He was corrupt. He was slimy. He was immoral. But he was a pragmatist. He worked together with Republicans. He worked together with other people. He was a pragmatist. He was not a good president. He was a terrible president. And 9/11 happened because of Bill Clinton, because he left the country unprepared and didn't respond to earlier terrorist attacks. And many other terrible things happened when he was president. He made us more dependent upon foreign oil, increased our addiction to foreign oil after promising to do the opposite. He did some terrible things, and he brought down the moral standards of the country. But on certain issues, he was willing to work together with other people. Hillary Saddam Clinton, throughout her whole career, has proven that she is a hardcore leftist, a real socialist. And this latest proposal is just another example of her socialist thinking. Bill Clinton would never have proposed something like this when he ran for president in 1992. She has proposed, even before this, she proposed, as we mentioned a moment ago, $700 billion in new spending, and the campaign for president hasn't even started. We've got several months to go before the Iowa caucuses, before the first people vote. So the campaign, with all the promises that wind up being built up during a campaign, because during the campaign, when the primaries and the caucuses start rolling, and then after that, when you have the campaign against the Republicans in November, you have more and more promises that start to build up. So the campaign hasn't even started, and already she has promised $700 billion in extra spending. That means that she, from just the initial promises she's made, she will more than triple our worst annual budget deficits. The worst budget deficits in American history that we ever had in American history will be more than triple if she becomes president, just from her initial campaign promises. And now she adds to that this latest promise that every single year 4 million babies are born, and she's going to give every single baby a check for $5,000 from the American taxpayers. I mean, this is unbelievable. This is true socialism. This is called redistribution of wealth. It was one of Karl Marx's main planks when he wrote the Communist Manifesto and Das Kapital, which are the two main books of the evil system of communism, of Marxism, that Karl Marx created. And she is advocating outright Marxism when she is saying we're going to steal from all the hardworking taxpayers $5,000 to pay anybody, illegitimate babies, crack babies, anyone who wants to have a baby is going to get a $5,000 check. Now, you know what type of people are going to be motivated to have babies if that happens. All the drug addicts, all the alcoholics, all the compulsive gamblers, all the disgusting, slimy, evil, criminal elements in society that we don't want to see. We don't want to see them reproducing. That's all we need. The people who have jobs, who are successful, who have homes and cars and jobs and families, are not going to have a baby just to collect a $5,000 check. But you know the type of people she's speaking to in the constituency, the Congressional Black Caucus, those people, their constituency will have babies like they do on welfare just to get another check. I mean, this is unbelievable. This is complete insanity. And all of this will happen if she becomes president. Now, we have tried, the Jewish Task Force, JTF, has been trying to warn you that it is a terrible danger to the survival of America, Israel, and Western civilization if this evil woman, Hillary Rodham Clinton, God forbid, is elected president. It will be a complete disaster for this country. Because the $700 billion in spending that she already has promised, in additional spending she's already promised, plus the extra $5,000 now per baby, with 4 million babies being born, and who knows how many extra babies are going to be popping out of all these mothers with illegitimate children when they find out their $5,000 checks in the mail. All of these things will bankrupt the United States. This will bankrupt the United States. Hillary Rodham Clinton doesn't care about this. Now, of course, you could say, well, she's going to raise taxes. And that she will do. To make up for this, she has already indicated that she wants to do some tax raising, some major increases in taxes in order to pay for some of these programs. There are going to be huge tax increases. But those tax increases are not going to save America from bankruptcy. They will only increase our problems, because those gigantic tax increases will take money out of the hands of working families and middle-class families. They'll have less money to spend. If there's less money to spend, there's fewer consumer goods that will be on the market. There'll be less savings, and the end result will be more bankruptcies, more mortgage payment problems, like we have a mortgage crisis, more mortgage payment problems. More people will have to pull their money out of the stock market, which will cause stocks to start going down. Bonds will start going down. People have to sell their bonds and break their bonds in order to pay the higher taxes and all the debt. I mean, once you start doing this, you hurt the economy in every possible area. Once you start having radical tax increases, as she is proposing, and radical spending increases. That is what will happen if Hillary Clinton becomes president. And we should have learned all of this when she came up in 1993 with her socialized medicine program. She came up with a program to socialize medicine, to put medicine and medical care completely in the hands of the federal government. They would choose your doctor. They would be controlling everything you do. You would have to get the approval of bureaucrats in Washington before you could have an operation or surgery or the most basic medical care. That's the type of system that this socialist Hillary Rodham Clinton wanted to create in 1993. It was such a bad program and such a disastrous proposal that even the left-wing Democrats in the Congress rejected it. The Congress at that time, in 1993, 1994, you had a Democratic majority in both houses of Congress. And the Democrats in both houses of Congress, the Democrats rejected her proposal as too left-wing and too socialistic and too bureaucratic and too expensive and too bloated. I mean, this is the mentality of this woman. She is somebody who believes that government is the answer to all of our problems. And now that we have a Democrat majority in both houses of Congress, if she comes in as president, then she was only first lady. She couldn't get the program through. But if she comes in as president with a Democrat, with this left-wing Democrat majority, Nancy Pelosi and these other Democrats in the Democrat left-wing majority, she will be able to push these crazy programs through. I mean, the danger to the economy, the danger to the future of the United States is just overwhelming. We have to do everything we can to defeat Hillary Rodham Clinton. According to the polls, she is going to win. I mean, we've got to stop her before this happens. This is unbelievable. Join the Jewish Task Force. Join JTF and help us defeat her. By the way, you don't have to be Jewish to join the Jewish Task Force. The organization was founded by Jews, so it's the Jewish Task Force. But the majority of our members are not Jewish. Anyone who wants to save America, Israel, Western civilization, anyone who wants a better world is free to join us. You see the address of our website. This is the address of our great forum. It's the best forum anywhere on the internet. Join with us. Together, we can stop this if we work to stop it now. Join with us and help us to end this insanity and prevent Hillary Rodham Clinton from turning America into a socialist boondoggle country that will be paralyzed economically, morally, spiritually, and politically, and this will create a nightmare for the entire free world. Shalom.